Hello and welcome to another FX Centrum daily market analysis. For today, I will go through our cross asset list. So we'll cover coffee market, WTI, US 100, US 30, USD Japanese yen, pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar index, Bitcoin, gold market, and aluminium. I will do that by using our FX Centrum platform. And let's start with the coffee market first. So what we had here yesterday was basically rejection. There was a breakout of our Bollinger Band, and then we had a basically rejection day about from around 237 mark. We can see that there is a rate of change flip to the downside. We still have a gap between fast and slow line and stochastic, but still we didn't see any attempt for this fast line to go lower. Let's see what we have on the hourly time frame. We can see there was a one bear divergence. Market made a higher high, where the fast and slow line oscillator made a lower high. So that was a divergence, and this is a reaction because of this divergence. Now, because the Bollinger Bands are starting to contract on the hourly, I will watch to see what kind of consolidation we can have in case the downside move below 222.70, let's say. There will be the chance for the market to rotate on a daily and maybe the fast line to correct towards the slower line, so to have some daily pullback, at least 1 or 2 days. But in case of the rebreak of 237.35, let's say, and hold above, and if we can take this pin bar from yesterday, then there will be a chance for 248 to be in play. Now, WTI, we had a rejection of the upper Bollinger Band. This is a two standard deviation of the 20-day moving average, which is this middle Bollinger Band. And we can see this resistance is quite strong. This is why I said, for example, yesterday to pay attention to this, because either we'll see this kind of rejection or we will see like some kind of a breakout. In this example, because the market already had 4 up days in a row, there was a rate of change flip. We can see that there was a gap between the fast and slow line. So that rejection was pretty much, look at the hourly time frame. So market did a downside breakout, and now we holding pretty well, like a very tight consolidation and trying to re-break to the downside. So it seems like there is a chance for the lower prices. We still have a middle Bollinger Band around 78.90 mark, and we have a lower Bollinger Band around 77.20 mark. So there will be the chance, maybe even for the market to do the full retest of the lower Bollinger Band and the support of this quite a big, like a 30-day consolidation. So pay attention to potential downside continuation intraday on the WTI. US 100 is finally doing what I learned about this downside for yesterday, that we might have downside day, and we basically had a downside day. But you can see here in the last 2 weeks or so, we had like lots of the bear divergences in stochastic and the rate of change. This market is pretty extended. Let's take a look at just the weekly time frame. Market traded last week into the all-time high, and we had like prior to that 5 weeks in a row. You can see the weekly also is an upper Bollinger Band, and that we are contracting in the weekly. So there is a plenty of underlying weakness in the bear divergence and the weekly rate of change. And you can see on the hourly, once we had a breakout of this rising trend line and the lower Bollinger Band, market failed to do anything above the upper Bollinger Band, and there was a resell and then the classic bear flag, and now market just going alongside the lower Bollinger Band. At this point, you can see that volatility is expanding on the hourly, so market trading alongside the lower Bollinger Band. So it's a kind of extended based on the hourly time frame, but still based on a daily time frame and the whole weakness that we were building for in the last like 2 weeks or so. There is a chance for much bigger drawdown from my perspective. But let's say some intraday downside objectives: 18,545, 18,462. This is the middle Bollinger Band and this pullback low. But then after that, there is a potential, if we can see stronger supply and so on, the stronger break of this middle Bollinger Band and hold below, then why not 18,000, 18,050 mark, lower Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. You can see the fast and slow line sloping to the downside, and this fast line had just took this correction, and then a continuation to the downside with the slow line together. And they're all trading around pretty much overbought area around 80 mark or so. So there is a plenty of potential for the market to have a down move. Something similar we have on US30, just a very like weaker version. So on the US30, we did spot the same thing, like big divergences in the rate of change that happened in this area here. And once we had this down break and the hourly shifted the momentum, and this happened here, actually, look at what has happened after. Just a sell-off, pullback, another sell-off, hold, consolidation, another sell-off, and just going alongside a lower Bollinger Band. So this played pretty well. And we alerted you about this. So if you didn't subscribe on our YouTube channel, you can do that so you will not miss this kind of potential opportunities that almost every week there is at least something from those liquid markets that have good potential to develop with a good risk reward, like set opportunities. And you can see here, even now, like even though we had a down break yesterday of the lower Bollinger Band, you can see the volatility is increasing on pretty strong. Even though we have a fast and slow line, basically we have a lag between. Basically, we have a decent spread between the fast and slow line. They're sloping still to the downside. So this is strong downside momentum, and hourly is just going alongside the lower Bollinger Band. So pretty weak US30, and this is something. So the next downside objectives, 37,700 mark, and then we have the major pin bar low from mid-April around 37,245. Again, now it's kind of extended on the hourly. So we had a chance at this point, and at this point. Now it's pretty extended. You can see we are trading for more than 20 hours on the hourly, like in the extended environment. Of course, market can still trade lower, but from the perspective of the fresh opportunity in the hourly, it's kind of already extended. USDN had a test rejected upper Bollinger Band, and we can see down day today. So we shifted intra-frame, quite a big reversal at this point. We took the lower Bollinger Band. Now it will be important to observe this support potential 156.62, 156.60 mark. Can the market hold this, and what kind of reaction from sellers we can see? We still have only like a free bar downside break on the hourly, but it's about to watch what kind of reaction and when we will have reaction from the buyers. And based on that, then we can observe the next potential move. We also have middle Bollinger Band at 156.20 and the previous swing high area exactly at 156.62 where the market is trading right now. So I will like to see and watch what kind of reaction we can have. You can see the slow line is still sloping to the upside. The fast line is just trying to correct and had maybe some fresh bear cross. So far, just paying attention how and when the buyers will show up and can this level hold or not in next period. Pound dollar is selling off. I learned about this yesterday. So market had a bear divergence on the rate of change, flip to the downside. You can also see the fresh bear cross, pin bar, and hourly had kind of, you can see once we took this 1.2745, look at a sell-off that happened on the pound dollar. Now it seems like extended on the hourly, but we can see the pin bar low at 1.2672 on the hourly, and that's also, then we have a middle Bollinger Band at 1.2657, and then pin bar high at 1.2633. So those are the levels for the intraday, like at some downside objectives in case of the downside continuation. So far, sellers are in control. Similar thing on the euro dollar. So what I like here is how well this test reject played. So as you can see, first the slow line did the shift from the bullish to bearish. The fast line was a little extended here. So market did this 1 to 2 day, few day correction. And then there was a nice resell pin bar, and there we go. We're trading now around 1.0794. So the next downside objective of the euro is around 1.0724. Look at the hourly. Hourly look extended at this point, so I would like to see some kind of reaction from buyers first. Like we had something here. So some kind of correction, either to the middle Bollinger Band or the previous swing low, and then potential resell. That will be a good for intraday kind of national move. And now dollar index. So exactly what we spoke about yesterday. So we kind of held 104. There was a tail yesterday. We had a slow line sloping to the upside. Fast line had just a correction. And now we made a higher high and a higher low on the daily time frame. So that's a very good sign short term that we can see potential higher prices. So we have upper Bollinger Band at 105.50 and 105.70 swing high, and the major highs around 106.50 mark. So on the hourly time frame, this is where the shift happened when we traded from the lower to upper Bollinger Band. Quite a big reversal at this point. Market was extended on the hourly prior to that. And then there was a classic bull flag, like at this point, like building higher lows. So that was quite interesting. Now we are kind of extended on the hourly, so some kind of the pullback sell-off before the further potential higher prices are potentially in the play. So daily short-term, very interesting condition for the further higher prices. Bitcoin, so we can see the fast and slow line sloping to the downside. We're still around the middle Bollinger Band, 62,700. We have a swing low at 62,260. I still see potential for the lower prices. As I said, from my perspective, we shifted the upside. This was for me big reversal. When we shifted here, then the market, there was another attempt from buyers and another reversal. And now market just holding around this upper Bollinger Band, just selling off from there at that point. So I still see potential for that drop towards 66,000 to 60, then 62, 63,000, and even 57,000 mark. This is more like a short term. And we have a gold market. So as you can see, gold is trading to the downside. Both slow and fast line are sloping to the downside. Rate of change had flipped to the downside. And hourly is just, we spoke about if the market can break this at 2350, there will be a chance for a downside movement, and that basically happened. There was a break, market is holding. Now, because market is in the last 10 to 15 hours, I went to the extended mode. Now market need to refresh, so some natural pullback, maybe trade to the middle Bollinger Band, maybe take those swing highs, and that potential rejection can be a good sign for a downside continuation. Downside objectives on the daily, lower Bollinger Band 22.95, and then we have a swing low at 22.76. Aluminium had basically another up day, so but there was a rate of change flip to the downside, so we have kind of some gap here this morning. As I said, market will need to kind of refresh it. It went pretty extended alongside upper Bollinger Band in the last 28 bars. It means you need some kind of refreshment, maybe to trade, to the middle Bollinger Band, maybe to the lower Bollinger Band, and then make some kind of contraction consolidation, and then potential rebreak to the upside. So let's say the market can rebreak 2790, then we can get closer and market can trade maybe even towards 29, 28, or even 29.66. So that will be all for this daily FX Centrum market analysis. I always want to say, to check if you didn't check fxcentrum.com, check our website. You can explore here FXC TV, check previous videos. You can see many videos and trading ideas every week. Trading ideas with a protective stop, upside objectives or downside objectives, and the reasons behind the trade idea. Different tutorials. You can get access to our webinar, FX Central webinar. You can just click unlock now, put your full name, and put like a country, phone, and email, so you'll be able to watch our webinar. And then, of course, ultra big boost for your account, it's 100% deposit bonus on your account. You can read more about this on our page about this promotion. It's under the promotions and 100% deposit bonus, and you can open an account in just literally a couple of minutes. So it will take a couple of minutes, couple of clicks. You can create a live account, and you will be able then to use our platform, or you can try a free demo account, $10,000. So that will be all for this daily FX Central Market analysis. Have a good trading day and speak to you soon.